All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. Do you want to know a simple task that anyone can start that will build momentum for success? And when you hear about this task, I mean, it's just something that you could just do each and every day. It's easy to do, but then again, it's easy not to do. But if you do this on a consistent basis, it will and can and will change your life and build some momentum for success. Now, before I can get into the what this is, the simple task, and by the way, anyone can do it. What I invite you to do is this: is if you're getting value from my blog, from my videos, my audios, all my content, then I invite you to do something super easy and super simple. I invite you to like, subscribe, share, and/or comment. It is a super easy way, and it's a simple way for you to support my blog and to do so for free. So, what is this simple task that I'm talking about that anyone can do that can build that momentum for success? And the task is this: is that it's kind of like two lists. It's two tasks. It's a morning and evening. It's one is write a to-do list, and two in the evening. And this is where a lot of people don't do, because a lot of people, they write a to-do list in the morning, and then as they get things done, they kind of cross things off. But then at the evening, what's important is that you either review your to-do list, or what I think is even better is you write down a have done list. All right. And it takes not even 5 minutes, sometimes not even 2 minutes to do this in the morning and to do this in the evening, but it can make a tremendous impact on your life. And it's not something that's going to change your life right away. It's going to start building some momentum. And then, with my coaching clients, I've been talking about this concept about doing a to-do list and a half-done list. And I explained to them that it's not going to change their life right away. It's going to be progressive. And the example that I use with them is that I use an example of a hamburger. I got this example from the book Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and basically says, if you eat a hamburger, it's really not going to affect you all that much unless you're an extraordinary person, but it's not going to raise your cholesterol that much. It's not going to make you gain weight all that much. It's not going to do much, one hamburger, right? But if you eat one hamburger for every meal for like a month, it's certainly going to make a difference in your life because you're taking on too much fat, and depending on what you're loading that hamburger up with, if you eat that sort of junk food every single meal every single day of your life, even if it's for a week or a month, it will make a difference in your life. And much like this, doing these lists, if you just do it once in a while, it's not going to make a difference. But if you do this on a consistent basis every day, man, you're going to see some differences that are both measurable and immeasurable and on how it impacts your life. And that to-do list in the morning, I'm just going to go over that briefly, but basically in the morning, what I invite you to do is write down what you need to get done that day. And some of these things are urgent and important, but there's some of these things that are important. They're not quite urgent, but if you do them, even if you just do them a little bit, they'll get you closer to your dreams. And those are the tasks that you got to make sure get put on your list. But only put it on your list if you are certain you can address it that day. I was just talking to one of my coaching clients, and we was talking about the list that she makes, and she puts down 20 things on her list, but she doesn't get to them all. And ultimately what that does is that if you put something on your list, you don't get to them all, it sets up a pattern of failure, because in the morning you're promising yourself that you're going to do these things, and then in the evening you look at the list and you think, well, I got 5 out of 20 done, or 5 out of 6 done. You didn't complete them all. It sets this pattern up for failure, and you've kind of broken your trust with yourself. You've made a promise that you're going to do it, and then you start to, at a certain level, you don't trust yourself anymore. And if you don't trust yourself, how on earth can you get your dreams accomplished? All right. And so what I invite you to do, you're going to put some of those things on that list that need to be done, and for whatever those things may be, you may need to, I don't know, shovel the driveway, because if you don't do it, you can't get out of the house, or you may need to mow the lawn or something like that. You may need to, I don't know, renew a driver's license or a passport. You got to do these things, right? And those things, I guess you could put those on the list, but we invite you to put something on the list that'll get you closer to your dreams. If you want to write a book, then write down, put on the list that you're going to work on your book today, so that even if you just take 5 minutes and work on your book and start writing your book, at least at the end of the day, you can go back and say, you know what? Today I worked on my dreams. And there's a certain satisfaction of knowing that you worked on your dreams today, that means you can go to bed with and sleep well instead of going to bed thinking, wow, I should have worked on my dreams, but I let life get in the way and I was too busy and I had to, drive, so and so to the airport that was unexpected, didn't have time to work on it. When in reality, you could have, taken 5 minutes somewhere in the day, to work on your dreams. And so in the morning, write that list and then either review that list at night or write down a have done list. And the have done list, you get to write down all the things, all those wins that you've had for the day. Maybe, like today, I'm going to put down that I did a video. All right. That's one of the things because this gets me closer to my dreams. It gives me brand recognition. It gives me, views, and it generates income for me, and so I get to put that on my list, but when you get started, don't overwhelm yourself and start putting all these things that you want to get accomplished if you don't have the time to get to them. Maybe those can be put on some sort of long-term list, but on your daily list, just put on the things that you fully intend to address today. Whether it's practice a guitar, learn a new language, whatever the case may be, even if you just work on it for 5 or 10 minutes, you'll start building this pattern for success. And then eventually you're going to start to feel worthy and you're going to start working on your dreams more and more. You're going to realize 5 minutes wasn't that hard to do. And I feel a lot better now that I've put it on the list. And so just like I said about the hamburger not affecting you, but it will affect you if you do it every day. Same thing with this. If you start doing this every day, you're going to start building the momentum. You're going to start feeling happier about yourself. You're going to go to sleep knowing that you worked on your dreams, even if it was just a little bit. Because if you work on your dreams just a little bit every single day, that time builds up. If it was 5 minutes a day and you did it Monday to Friday, that's almost half hour. It's almost 30 minutes. That's more than what most people do because they let life get in the way. They get to the end of the week on a weekend and, they didn't work on their dreams at all. They went to a job that they didn't like and then they spent the rest of the evening unwinding because they deserve it and they never get to work on their dreams. And as a result, they're stuck in a rut and they stay there forever and then they turn bitter. But what's wonderful is that if you do work on your dreams, put it on your list and in the evening, put it on your have done list, it sets that pattern for success. And it is absolutely incredible when that happens. Not completing your list sets up that pattern of failure because you stop trusting yourself. Your trusting you goes down. If you can't trust yourself, you'll never be able to get your dreams done. Again, you get stuff done, you get to cross it off your list or write it down on your have done list. Today, I played the guitar for 5 minutes. Today, I wrote my book or whatever the case may be. You start feeling better about yourself. You start building that momentum. You start feeling worthy and you start working harder. And all of a sudden, you're getting closer and closer to your dreams where when you weren't working on them, it almost feels like those dreams are getting farther and farther away. And so it's a simple task that anyone can do. It's easy to do. Man, it takes 5 minutes in the morning to do, 5 minutes in the evening to do, but it makes a tremendous impact in your life. So easy to do, easy to skip. Don't be the person that skips this because it has made a tremendous impact in my life, both measurable and immeasurable, happier, healthier, wealthier, simply because I implemented this particular, ritual into my day-to-day activities. All right. So I trust you got some great value out of this. Again, I invite you to like, subscribe, share, comment. And then if you want to see more videos like this, go over to my blog. It's kennysantos.com. You can even put your name and email in and you're going to get an awesome audio on growing your business. Now, remember this, every day, multiple times a day, the universe sends us miracles. We only got to do two things about that. We got to recognize those miracles. And then of course, my favorite part, we get to accept those miracles. All right. Take care and create a great day.